Knit One, Heart Two, the Fiber Revival episode. I'm Wendy, also known as Penny Wenny on Ravelry and Penny Wenny 2 on Spark People. And I'm recording alone because unfortunately Sheila was doing a fun family event this weekend and was not able to attend Fiber Revival with me. And I instead ended up going by myself with my husband and 2 kids. And actually turns out to be kind of a heartbreak. And this is why. I'm basically an idiot when it comes to operating a digital camera. I filmed 3 awesome interviews that ended up being me turning the camera off and just watching people through the viewfinder, and then turning the camera on and putting the camera into my bag, where I took about 30 to 40 minutes of footage of the inside of my purse and or knitting bag, depending on which. So 3 of the people that I talked to at the festival don't appear on here. Fortunately, the rest of the interviews that I did, I managed to operate the camera like a normal person. And this is why I should never go anywhere without Sheila, because Sheila would have totally stopped me from being an idiot with the camera. So what can I say? I got very little sleep over this last night because I'm just sick at heart that some really good stuff isn't going to make it on here. All right. That being said, I'm going to show you some product from 2 of the vendors that didn't make it into the footage, so that you can at least enjoy their lovely stuff here, and you can check them out online too, so it'll make up for it. And then we'll go straight to the festival footage and the actual interviews that I did the right way. Okay, so unfortunately, my first interview of the day was with Cindy from the Yarn and Fiber Company, which is in Derry, New Hampshire. And you've heard Sheila and I mention them several times. We consider them one of our local yarn stores, and I'm a huge fan of their store yarn, Ivy Brambles, especially the Romantica Merino lace, which I use a lot. And so I had filmed a beautiful shot of their display of lace with all their colors, and that was during an episode when I was an idiot. So I am going to show you some of the colors that I currently have so that you can see a little bit of what it would have been like, and I invite you to check them out at yarnandfibercompany.com on the internet, and also tell you they have free shipping on all of your orders. So buying from them online is just like walking into the store and buying from them in the store, and I really think you should check them out. And Cindy, I am so sorry. But let me show you. This is what I bought at the festival. This is the Ivy Brambles Romantica. It's 1,000 yards of lace weight yarn in the Pine Tree colorway. And it's gorgeous. Dark and lighter shades of pine green. I fell in love with this at Fiber Revival, and I can't wait to knit something out of it. When I was at Sheep and Wool, I bought this, which is called Night Sky. It's coming out a little bluer in this light, but it's mostly kind of a gray blue with some flashes of a lighter blue up here. It's just gorgeous. I'm also looking forward to knitting that up. And of course, if you've watched the show for any length of time, you've seen the Orchid colorway, which I did the Jared Flood shawl, Rock Island shawl in. It's beautiful, purple with little flashes of a sort of a green-gray going through it. I've also used their Ivy colorway to knit one of their store patterns, a leafy shawl. You can see it on my project page. It's really beautiful. I think this is the front side. This was actually a really fun shawl to knit too. I enjoyed it a lot. You can get the pattern on their website as well. And then I used the, I can't remember the name of this colorway, to do my tulip shawl. It's really beautiful. I think it might be called Peony. I'm not 100% sure. But it's a pink, orange, and yellow, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So those are a few of my Ivy Bramble colorways in the stash. She was also showing Mad Color Fiber Arts yarn, formerly known as Serenity Yarns. You've heard me talk about that a couple of times too, because she's one of my favorite dyers. She usually has her own booth at Fiber Revival, but she wasn't there this year. But she also sells her yarns through Yarn and Fiber Company, so you can get those online from them as well, or go to Mad Color Fiber Arts. This is the Campfire colorway, and this is truly my favorite colorway that she dyes. This is the Maple Wing Shawl by Ann Hansen. It's gorgeous. Orangey, reddy, yellow, beautiful. And this one is the Aegean colorway. It's this awesome turquoisey blue color. And both the shawl and this lace are her Sonatina, which is silk and lace. Tussa silk and merino wool lace weight blend. Beautiful. She also does sock and other weights of yarn in these gorgeous colorways, and so does Ivy Brambles. They do several weights of yarn. And last but not least, I did get footage from the Woolen Rabbit, but I had mentioned during that interview, as you will see, that I had a colorway of hers that I insist on calling Nantucket Red, but really it's New England Red, and I did the shawl out of it. This shawl has a really long German name that I can't remember off the top of my head, but it is also in my online project list. And so, ladies, I'm really sorry about the Yarn and Fiber Company interview. And I also had a wonderful interview with Alison Green Will, the designer of the Gawain sweater that I am now working on as my Rhinebeck sweater. And all but 2 seconds of it was recorded with the video off. I'm going to leave in the 2 seconds where she said she really thought my sweater was beautiful. But she just came out with a pattern in the most recent Twist Collective. And she also just put out a sweater pattern called Thaxter, which is this beautiful round edged cardigan with cable edging. Gorgeous. You can check out all of her designs by searching on Alison Green Will on Ravelry. And I highly encourage you to do it. And I wish that her interview was on here because she's as cute as she can be. And she was awesome and sweet. And I loved interviewing her. So Alison, I'm sorry, I suck. So now that I've been done showing you my sad little stuff and explaining to you why I'm an idiot, let's go on to the actual footage of the Fiber Revival, and I hope you enjoy it. Wait for it. Hi, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Nancy Broom, and I own a custom spinnery called Hair of the Dog Designer Yarns, and I spin custom yarn from people's pet fur.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm looking over at your lovely products here, and I see this big, is it an Afghan?
It's a shawl.
It's a shawl, and what's that made out of?
Well, I call that my Technicolor Dream Coat yarn, and what that is a blend of all different dogs from orders that I had leftover fur, and so that's why I call it Technicolor Dream Coat.
That's really pretty. And how about the purple and the white here?
The white is Great Pyrenees, and the purple is hand-spun spun wool, and the color combination looks good. And with the hand spun wool, if somebody's on a budget or doesn't have a lot of fur, that's a way to incorporate your dog yarn and use complementary yarn and keep it within a budget.
Oh, that's really great. And then we have some over here. I see husky.
Okay.
And what is this one? Afghan up here.
Keeshhound is the other light gray.
Oh, wow.
These
very
are
different.
some form of golden retriever.
To the Goldens, that's really pretty. And this is, look at the halo on this.
Exactly.
It's just beautiful. Hey, Lily.
It's sweltering hot out.
And they can find you at www.designerdogyarn.com.
Yes, they can.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
You too. Hi, can you introduce yourself?
My name is Amy and I'm with Spunky Eclectic.
Spunky Eclectic. Are you the Spunky Eclectic?
I am the.
And I got to show you tattoos because they're really beautiful. Look at that. Very nice. Oh, gorgeous. I love the hand.
Thank you.
Okay, so tell me about Spunky Eclectic. I have some, but some people out there might not have heard of it.
Well, we're mostly fiber dyers. We dye yarn as well, but you know, everything is mostly hand-dyed fibers and yarns. We also, you know, basically a full spinning and weaving shop.
Yes, and these are some of the wheels that you carry. I see you have some shocked.
We have the three, main shacks right now, and I brought a Louette too.
Oh yeah.
We also have Ashford and Fricky.
Oh, you do? Mm-hmm. Good to know, because I am in the market for a wheel, so I need to be checking it out. And I think my friend Paulette bought one from you. Hi, Paulette. Love it. Are you online?
We are online, spunkyeclectic.com.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is Pinestar Studio.
In Denmark, Maine.
Denmark, Maine. And can you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Linda Whiting,
and
I'm
you
the
own
dyer, the primary, the only person for Pinestar. And I've been doing this for a lot of years, and there isn't a color that I don't like.
They're really beautiful.
Anything that gives me the opportunity to play with color, I'll try it.
Yeah, cool. She's got all sorts of every color of the rainbow here, and some beautiful fiber. And tell them where your next festival is going to be. We're at Fiber Revival now.
I'm at Fiber Revival now, and the next one is Fiber College in Searsport, Maine. And then 2 or 3 weeks after that, 8 days at Freiburg Fair Fiber Center.
Ooh, Freiburg
So that'll
Fair.
be busy.
Awesome.
And then we take off just as a lark and go to Rhinebeck.
Oh, I might see you at Rhinebeck.
And come back, well, not as a vendor, just to
for
go
fun.
and have a good time.
Yeah.
Right. That's our reward for doing all the summer shows.
Awesome.
And then I'll be at the New England Fiber Fest in Springfield at the Big E Fairgrounds
Oh, awesome.
in November.
And what is it you're doing right here?
This is kumihimo braiding.
Oh,
And
that's cool.
it's a very simple thing, but this is based on ancient Japanese art. And
Comes out like a twisted.
well, it's
Great.
woven,
It's woven.
a woven braid.
It's really awesome.
This is portable, whereas the other is, the original tool is a wooden stand with a plate on top, and you're working in pairs, so that stays stationary. But this goes very well in a knitting bag, so that when I'm traveling, I can do this.
And you could use this in place of I-cord, really.
Yeah, it makes great
sturdier.
handle bags.
Yeah.
It makes great jewelry, edging for jackets and things.
Awesome.
Anything that you would use a cord for, you can do.
Well, thank you.
This little one here is going to be an eyeglass holder.
Oh, an eyeglass holder. That's a really good idea.
Yeah, great.
Thank you so much.
you.
It was nice to see you. So this is the Merlin Tree.
Yes.
And can you introduce yourself?
I'm Dave.
You're Dave, and you are?
I'm Kathy.
Are you the owners of the Merlin Tree? Awesome. And do you just are you just wheel sellers, or because I see a lot of really pretty wheels here?
We sell the wheels my husband makes,
Oh, he made these. Wow.
and we do repairs and restorations on other wheels.
Oh, I'm gonna look at these. These are cute. And what is the brand? That's the Merlin Tree wheel.
Well, it's called the Hitchhiker.
The Hitchhiker. Okay, I've heard of that wheel. And look, the pedals look like feet.
They're his feet.
Actual feet?
Actual feet.
Actual hand.
Dave, the actual owner of the foot. That's really cool.
We designed it a few years ago for people who want to travel with something
Something
a
that's
wheel,
small.
but yet the big ones that they have at home are a little awkward, a little cumbersome. So.
Yeah, and you're repairing this wheel here?
And that's, before I did that, I had started out by repairing antique wheels.
And getting them into working
And
order.
getting them, and that's the deal. We don't do them for scenery, we make them so they work.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
you have, if I do it for you, you have to spend.
Yeah, that's pretty.
This is one of my favorite styles. In fact, these are Canadian production wheels.
Oh, I love it.
That's the one that I particularly like working on. Back in the early part of the decade, I actually made 50 reproductions of this particular style.
Oh, that's nice. I really like it.
I think people are taken by the speed, of course. It's a very fast spinner.
Because of it, it's a production wheel.
That's
Yeah.
hence the one theory on the name is that, yes, production. And people also like the look of the iron parts against the wood.
Yes, that's very
Which is
pretty.
unique to these wheels.
Wow, it's amazing that you can get something old to work again.
I have never, well, I should say never, I would say almost never have one of these that I can't get back into functioning order again.
That's awesome.
They were built to work.
And here we are spinning on the Hitchhiker.
We are.
That's really neat. It's a cute little wheel.
It was the first condition when we started working on it was that it would be small enough to carry on a plane.
Oh.
So it had to make airline carry-on specs.
Well, it certainly looks like it will. Oh, and there's pink and green, red, and kind of a
We've
teal.
done all sorts of colors.
All sorts of colors. And do you have a website?
We do. It's the usual WW stuff, and then it's themerlintree.com.
Awesome! Thank you so much for letting me stop by.
You're welcome.
And that'll probably go up. Here we are at Enchanted Knoll Farm, right here. Here's the sign. And they are www.enchantedknoll.com. And hi, this is the owner. And introduce yourself.
I'm Josette.
She owns Enchanted Knoll, and I first bought from her in 2007, I believe, or 8.
It was 7.
At Mass Sheep and Wool, and the sock yarn that I made, the Iris Mystery Shawl, was from her, and this is what she has at her booth today. Some beautiful fibers.
Lots of fiber, just a little bit of yarn.
And I heard that you also teach.
I teach workshops, bat making workshops, art yarn classes, a little bit of felting.
Yeah, and I have seen some very beautiful, I'll show you an idea. It's gold and white together was one of the things.
Heavenly Day.
Heavenly Day. And here's some more sparkly stuff.
And the bats are all sparkly.
And she's got all sorts of goodies. Now, are you doing yarn on your website anymore?
I am.
And
I'm actually doing a lot of yarn at shows, just like this particular one for that.
well, this is fiber revival.
It
so.
is.
Yeah. Wow, I love it. You're actually one of the very first hand paint dyers that I ever bought from.
Really?
Yes. So she started my obsession with hand painted yarn.
If there's anything I can do to further your
to
obsession.
enable. It's really nice to meet you, and thanks for letting us show your shop. I'm just gonna shoot around at a few more. So pretty. Oh, and look, here is very similar colors to what I did my shawl in.
That I'm adding to the shop.
Ooh.
It's a sparkly yarn.
What's it going to be called?
It is fairy dust.
I love it. It's beautiful. That is so pretty. Sparkly, everybody. Yes.
And soft.
And soft. What is the base?
It's merino superwash
with a little bit of the sparkly.
Stellina.
Yes, gorgeous. Love it. Thank you so much.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you. Okay, we are at the Woolen Rabbit hand-dyed yarn and fiber, and her website is www.thewoolenrabbit.com. Hi! Can you introduce yourself?
I'm Kim from the Woolen Rabbit.
And she makes lots of really beautiful yarn and excellent yardage, because I bought the, I always want to call it Nantucket Red, but I know that's not what it's really called.
I think you told me that.
Yes, on your site I did. I always call it Nantucket Red, but it's something else. I can't remember, but I did a beautiful shawl out of it.
Cape Cod blue.
I don't know. It's gorgeous red. It's the maple wing shawl color.
Okay.
The traditional
New England red.
New England red, which I have secretly renamed Nantucket Red. And so how long have you been doing this?
About 10 years.
10 years.
I've been knitting since I was about 10.
And you have done a lot of yarns that Ann Hansen uses on her shawls.
Yes.
Ann Hansen is one of my favorite designers, which is how I found out about you. And we're at Fiber Revival. Where else can people find you, aside from the internet, obviously, your store?
I'm up in New Hampshire. I'll be at SOAR this year in Manchester.
Oh, cool. And
we'll do Spa.
Spa, that's right. Another good one to go to. Awesome. And do you have anything new that you're offering right now, or anything you'd like to tell us about?
Well, I have a shot sidekick.
Ooh, look at that.
This week.
Yes, which people can order through your website?
Yes, they can. And I have a new sport weight yarn. It's called Sporty.
Ooh, I'm checking the Sporty out. Oh, very pretty. Wow. She has lots of awesome bases, and her merino silk is one of my favorites. It was really nice to meet you, and thank you for letting me film you.
It was nice to meet you too.
Lily, what are you doing?
That's what I stayed to.
I don't know what it's called.
Are you weaving?
Yeah.
Show us what you do. Did you know that Papa made me a loom like this when I was in college?
Yes, he just told me.
It's still in the garage. I can get it down if you want to.
I don't know if it'll work, honey.
Sure, why not?
It's pretty old.
Some repairs, but.
There you go. Look at that.
I see now.
I love it.
That turned out to make this go wide.
The woman was saying that they made, this is from World War I. They made them for the returning soldiers to give them something to occupy their hands as they rehabilitated.
Oh, cool. So Lily, are you having fun?
I actually do most of
This is really nice. Nice little setup.
I've done this, but I have a big room in the middle of my.
Okay. So,
Oh, I love.
So there you have all the footage that actually made it on Saturday, including the less than 2-second clip of Alison cut off in the middle of a sentence by my idiot camera woman skills. Before we go, I wanted to tell you that I had a lovely chat with Leslie Wind, who does beautiful hand-hammered jewelry, and you can find her at www.lesliewind.com. She makes beautiful shawl pins and something called a cable needle necklace that actually incorporates a cable needle into the design of the jewelry so that you can wear it as jewelry and then use it as a cable needle as you knit. And she was wonderful, really nice. I had met her before at the yarn crawl that Sheila and I went to earlier in the spring. And I'm definitely going to pick something up off of her website. You should totally check it out. And she was great. She gave my kids some wire so they could create their own jewelry. This is the one that my daughter made. And my son got to work on his, even pounding it with the little jewelry hammer, which of course he thought was a big deal. And she also will offer to teach people to make their own jewelry. So instead of picking something out, she can actually teach you how to make something if you want to give it as a gift, which I thought was an awesome idea. So if you have a chance, check out Leslie Wind on her website, lesliewind.com. And Leslie was brought to my attention by my awesome fan, Susan, who is also sadly a tragic part of the Fiber Revival recording disaster of 2011. Susan, I am so sorry. She came up and introduced herself to me, and we had a lovely chat on camera, or so I thought, about her Iris Mystery Shawl, which was gorgeous. And she had used these beautiful clear glass square beads that looked like little ice cubes, and it was awesome. I loved meeting up with her. I'm hoping to meet up with her and other people at the events that we're going to in the future, which will include Stitches East and Rhinebeck. So, Susan, I'm sorry that I'm a dope. This whole episode is about me apologizing. I don't mix with technology. Sheila really shouldn't let me out alone. But it was awesome meeting you, Susan, and I hope we're going to meet up again, and I am really sorry that I wasn't actually recording you. I did get some nice footage of my foot while I told you about the things that I had bought at the Fiber Festival. And I'll be showing all my goodies from the festival at our next episode, which we're going to film on Wednesday of this week. So thanks, everybody, for checking it out. You can learn more about Fiber Revival at www.fiberrevival.com. They do this event every year, and there's lots of information on there, and I highly think you should check it out. It's a small event, but it's a lot of fun, and they have some really awesome vendors there. So hopefully we'll see you there next year. Knit with Heart. Bye.